हेलो हेलो। देखते हैं हमारी आवाज आ रही है कि नहीं आ रही। हेलो हेलो। आ रही है। देखते हैं हमारी आवाज।
मेरी आ रही है, चेक करो।
जी सर आ रही है। मेरी अगर आ रही है तो आपकी भी
गुड यार, बिग गुड यार। दिस गाय। ओ ओ ए अभिषेक को बुलाना है भी।
यार रहने दो। कॉन्टेक्स्ट ही नहीं बताओ।
आ रही है स्ट्रीम में आवाज?
हाँ तो रही है। पीएचडी शेयर स्क्रीन भी तो कर देना। ऑन होगी।
मैच कब स्टार्ट होना है भी?
यार होने वाला है मेरे ख्याल से। कुछ बोलो वैसी।
हेलो हेलो हेलो।
आ रही है।
शेयर स्क्रीन नहीं बंद होगी है।
पाकिस्तानी लायंस का काफी इंटरेस्टिंग लाइनअप नजर आ रहा है। Welcome R9 to the commentary box. Ladies and gentlemen, and if his internet isn't very good in the game, he will be dropping out of the game, joining us in the commentary box. फैजान कैसा आपको लग रहा है 11 वर्सेस 6 की गेम हमें देखने को मिल रही है क्वार्टर फाइनल्स में।
Hey, assalamu alaikum everyone. We got to see the game, Great Rips versus Rat Football, or we saw Great Rips struggling against Rat Football. But you know, Pakistani Lions is something different. Their experience, they have good players, and kind of their, you know, थर्ड सेमीफाइनल इन द थर्ड पीपीएल, और ये एक्सपीरियंस और इनके जो एक्सपर्टीज है, दिस इज गोना हेल्प देम अ लॉट. I think Pakistani Lions are the favorites in this match, but we will get to see what Rat Football has to offer in this game, and how if they can, how they will change the course of the game.
Fazan, let's talk about the results of the previous fixtures that these teams have played versus each other. तो पहले इन टीम्स ने अपने आप एक दूसरे को काफी बार फेस किया है. um, let's talk about the fixtures. अभी मैं देखता हूँ इस पीएल के अंदर इनका क्या स्कोर लाइन गया था. हाँ, पाकिस्तानी लायंस won 4-2 and won 4-2 again, लाइक इस पीपीएल की ग्रुप स्टेज के अंदर. तो आई थिंक पाकिस्तानी लायंस बीइंग अ वेरी डोमिनेंट साइड इन द लीग, तो इन्होंने हराया है पहले. और in the previous PPL, Rat Football lost to हमारी FC in the semi-finals, जो कि कह लें स्ट्रॉन्ग टीम्स हैं इस टूर्नामेंट के अंदर, उसके अगेंस्ट थोड़ा सा स्ट्रगल करती है रैट फुटबॉल. बट इन दिस पीपीएल बीट हमारी एफसी एज वेल, एंड एज यू मेंशन ग्रेट ग्रेप्स को भी ये क्वार्टर फाइनल्स हरा के आए हैं. आई थिंक देयर गेम इज बैक, especially for the playoffs, for the knockout stages.
Yes, exactly. If you look at the history between these two clubs only, Pakistani Lions have always, come forward with the victories, and they have been dominating Rat Football. And in the group stages, Rat Football did struggle a bit against Great Grapes, but they came back with the quarterfinal win against them. And Hamari FC lost to Rat Football as well. But Rat Football are now in the semis
And
on
हमारी
kind of
एफसी
a
isn't.
spot. That's not what I'm saying, but yes, it's true. We will get to see in the first, I guess, 25 to 30 minutes of the match that which team is, dominating or not, or, keeping possession of the ball, or which team is defending well. We will get to see in the first 30 minutes of the game. And, which I put my dibs on the fact that, Pakistani Lions might score one or two goals in those 30 minutes if Rat Football are able to defend those goals, and the score is nil-nil in the first 30 minutes, then I guess we will get a tight match between the.
And talking about Pakistani Lions, I've seen them being more focused towards defense in throughout the tournament, and even in the quarterfinals that we played them, they were more focused towards defense. I think that is what have won them games previously, and playing against a versatile attack from Rad Football, it will also be a strong point for them if they
Exactly.
stay
Actually,
focused on the defense.
their defense is something they have been, kind of, if you say it, not bragging, but they've been highlighting it. The matches against Andheri, they didn't concede a goal, and they have the least goals scored against them. If they go on to the finals, I think that their defense is going to be one of the things that they would be focusing on against Andheri in the finals. Yes, football's main strength is their attack. Actually, the way they, take the ball onto the left wing through Lareb, and they cut inside and, pass the ball inside the box for a tap in. That's actually their strong pursuit. That's actually the thing. Uh, Tell us how good Pakistani Lions defense is, overall in the league and in this game as well.
And I think they're playing boss, recycler, and marauder in the defense in this game. For this game, they don't really have to worry about set pieces. But if they go on into the final and face Andheri, they will need to introduce more bosses because those
Yes,
corners have to be
exactly.
defended.
South Hall had three bosses in their squad in the back, and they
And
still
still,
struggled
Tej
against.
Tej scored two goals over the two legs. and
Exactly.
this is something that they would probably be needing to work on, introducing bounces into their team.
Yeah, for just talking about, this match, we do not have to, mention the set pieces a lot because Rat Football are not, they haven't shown any creativity with the set pieces. Their main focus is, as I mentioned, carrying the ball on the wing and then moving the ball inside for a tap in on, or for a, fast-paced goal, fast-paced game. That's what they focus on. And I think the three center backs and the two D, Bhai and UK, they have a big role to play in this game if they, look forward to stopping Rat Football's attack. If we talk about attack, Pakistani Lions attack is one of the best in the league. Arsalan on the strike and Kamar Basho the wing. They do have a really good attack. All they have to worry about is stopping goals, and that they have done
It will
throughout
also
the
be
course of the
very
season.
interesting to see how the two wingers will. Normally, it is the norm that wingers to go back in this formation or the defense is really exposed. But I think UK and Abdullah Bhai will be like solid on the defensive shape up, and maybe we won't see Basho and JST coming back that much. But at the same time, they're very good at man marking. They're a solid team, and we will see some
Yes,
defensive
exactly. The
contributions.
thing winger JST, they do intercept the balls of rat football in the mid, and they do not have to worry about, tracking back and stopping the attack. Also, we were having a chat with Abdullah Bhai, and he, said this himself that the team needs him on DM and the crucial role he plays on DM. We're gonna see that in the.
We're gonna see that momentarily now. The challenge has been accepted and the match is underway almost, guys. We're entering the stadium now. Let's see how many players Rat Football have come up with because they've been delaying the match because they wanted to play with a higher number of players in their squad. It's 11 for Pakistani Lions, and it's a good number. 6 players for Rat Football as well. It's actually more than six. I see. No, it's almost six. And Rat Football kick off this game, and they are looking solid.
You
They're
see the good
passing the
press from
ball,
Pakistani Lions. They almost had the ball there. A good press.
and the Rat
And
Football are now, but only an offside. And we're seeing R9 is actually playing, and good ball from Basho to Arham, and Arsalan gets it and tries a shot. Well saved. This might also be a big difference in the two squads that Pakistani Lions is playing with one of the best goalkeepers in the league, Sharoz, and the other hand, Rat Football are with an AI keeper, but he comes comfortably to collect the ball. Uh, Now we'll see Rat Football going back onto the attack from the wing, passing the ball around. As Faizan said, the first 30 minutes would be crucial, and Pakistani Lions have been attacking attacked 2 times already, and Rat Football is also their second attack, but well dispossessed. The defense line, they've been they've been asking for them to, their stats to be uploaded because they believe in their defense, and they feel like they're the best defense in this league, and they might be able to keep out Andheri in the final as well.
talking about the
And
match, Ibtisam, we haven't seen JST playing a lot of matches in the installment of PPL, and we are seeing him playing on left mid in this match. Do you think he's going to make a difference in the overall gameplay of Pakistani Lions in this match?
I mean, as far as I know, I've seen his game quite a lot. He does stuff that many people are unable to do. Just passes like butter through defenses, especially on the corners. You'll see him take the ball through the defense magically, and I feel like he's a big game player, and he has been called this game for a specific reason. and start in the game. Now see, look, he's in the right place, receives the ball, and now he's on the wing, passes it where it's needed, and EHK now plays it to Arham. Arham does a good reverse elastico and onto the wing. Arslan is in there and well defended by Lareb, any of this team, which is the play now. And I think R9 has disconnected because of his internet, because I don't see a controlled LCB anymore. Corner, and now this is the corner that I was telling you about. JST wants it short and displayed inside. Goalkeeper was out of line, could have
Hello guys, can you guys
been
hear me?
something there. And
आनंद
now
थोड़ी कम आ रही है
Arslan,
आपकी आवाज।
हेलो हेलो अब सही है?
जी जी अब सही बेहतर है, थोड़ा माइक के करीब करके बोले. And now we see Arslan trying his side switching in the box, but he's dispossessed. So far, we've the attack mainly come from Pakistani Lions. They seem like a better team so far.
Exactly, the
But
attack has come from Pakistani Lions, but Rat Football seemed hold of their defensive shape quite well, and they are, stopping the attacks quite well the
yes,
game.
normally we would see Arslan and Arham and Ibra play some great offensive moves, but Rad Football has managed to keep them out so far. Now JSD on the wing passes the ball to the midfield, gives it to Abdullah Bhai, and
We're getting to see Abdullah Bhai taking hold of the ball a lot in this game.
Yeah,
He
he's
is
sort
acting
of
like the
a
engine,
a
acting like
center
the
half,
engine. He, said to us that my presence makes a lot of difference in the game. Getting to see getting hold of the ball a lot in the midfield, making good
good
Rat football is
supervised
choices,
currently
work.
yes, Rat.
chances by Pakistani Lions that were defended by Rat Football
Oh.
very well, making last moment tackles and interesting well,
And
final ball
and
very
the
well.
great part is that you see when Rat Football get the ball, they play it so quickly onto the attack, like one and two pass, and they would be through. Like this is something that I was telling everyone. They have a very versatile attack, and you can never count them out if even they have fewer players. That's why they managed to beat Great Grapes, who were 9, 10 players, but still the defense would have been very strong. And same goes for the
Pakistani
attack.
Lions is taking their time on the ball. They're not rushing the attack. So I think
Yeah,
that's
but at the
something
same time, Rat Football's defense is
is
quite structured.
yeah,
They're not
they're
opening
keeping
any
the ball.
spaces for
They're
any
not
easy passes
yeah.
for Pakistani Lions. Rat Football again with a possession win.
The only thing Rat
Wait,
football
wait.
can do right now is launch a counter attack. They can't keep the ball that much because of less players. So
Uh,
That's
again in the space for Pakistani Lions is acting like a pivotal player. Providing the ball on both wings,
Basher
being in the
taking it
right place at the
forward.
right time in
mm,
the space that is being covered by Abdullah Bhai. I guess the third corner for Pakistani Lions in the first half. It's only half happens. I haven't seen.
Almost led to GST, I think. And it's a
it's a
good finesse
finesse.
shot, right? On out though.
They're using
Anand,
their
if
flick
I
tech.
ask for your expertise, Brad football are defending pretty well. What do you think are the empty spaces and the things that Rat football are lacking attacking wise?
I think in pro clubs, if we talk about generally, I think the more players you have, the better it will be for your team. The only reason why Rat Football is currently not having that much control of the game is because of less players. Pakistani Lions is able to press them very easily, and they're just playing it safe. They're clearing the ball. They're
And the
just
king has joined
holding
for
it.
the innings break brought to you
It's
by
okay.
King GST. ये काफी मुश्किल
सीएसटी
गेम लगी
आप
बट
So
क्या कर रहे हो? आप तो गेम खेल रहे थे अभी।
जैसे
मैं
आपको ये कॉर्नर पे बॉल नहीं दे रहे, ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है ब्रो?
ये मेरे साथ पूरे पीकेएल हुआ है ब्रो। पहले मुझे मेरी पोजीशन नहीं दिए, फिर अब कॉर्नर पे बॉल नहीं दे रहे, पता नहीं क्या हो रहा है, शायद जीतना नहीं चाह रहे,
Yeah, the
पीछे
thing
से
is that
पैसे
we don't
मांग रहे
like JST anymore. So,
हैं। आज पता है मुझे जगह क्यों मिली, क्योंकि सनी बीमार है। नहीं नहीं, मैं बस मजाक कर
Oh,
रहा हूँ, हमारी स्ट्रैटेजी थोड़ी डिफरेंट है। एक्चुअली वो जगह खाली थी और यूके सेट पीसेस किंग है, उसका एक्स देना काफ़ी बनता नहीं है। और गेम शुरू हो गई है, इंशाल्लाह सी यू इंशाल्लाह इन द
so
फाइनल।
JST go back, bro.
good luck,
Shut the
bro.
fuck up, JST.
आई थिंक
Okay.
जीएसटी को इतना मुंह नहीं लगा रहे थे गेम में, जो वो इधर मुंह
Yes.
लगाने आ गए।
मुंह लगाने आ गए हम. Anyways,
एग्जैक्टली।
now back to the game.
And
JST
that's
with
a
the
brilliant
traveler
ball from
ball
JST.
to
Just a
Basho,
bit
but
of power on that, and just ball goes for
too
the
much
four.
testosterone. Okay.
JST में टेस्टोस्टेरोन मुझे लगता है कम है, मुझे
Estrogen,
लगता है।
yes.
And I think you're quite comfortable, even though we haven't seen like goals. I think
I know, I know.
you
I
believe
trust
that your
my team,
team.
bro.
Oh
I
my
And
trust
God,
what
my
a
that
team.
ball
was
that is!
kind of
What a
a
brilliant
great
ball!
ball.
A goal, but that might be
I trust
offside.
my team, bro. That's why I'm
I
comfortable.
guess
I
the
know they
pass
can score.
was missed by a player, and it luckily went to the striker
Yeah.
there. It didn't seem like an intentional pass.
I think if Pakistani Lions manage to score just one goal, Rat will not be able to score the second. And what a shot, man. The whole philosophy of Pakistani Lions is that just direct corner.
But
And
yeah, we were just about to see another UK masterclass, a direct corner goal.
now Rat football on the
Uh,
counter. But Abdullah Bhai with great interception.
And one more thing I must give to Pakistani Lions is that even if we see a goal coming from Rat football, we like they're able to capitalize. They're able to set it off so easily. Like we did score against Pakistani Lions, but after scoring, we were on the receiving end. I am they were whatever the level of the goal that they managed to score one back, and then the momentum came towards them. And now
oh
Yeah,
we
they
my
see
did.
Rat
God!
football.
Oh my God!
What a
Rat
defensive
football has
error!
opened up the scoring.
Great goal by
And
What a
Rat.
defensive error!
That
That
extra
we
was
were
pass was
about to
very good.
see. I think that was the goalkeeper's mistake. He didn't catch the ball. He went to punch the ball, and the ball just missed the goalkeeper. Went straight into the free feet of the attacker, and Rat football have opened up the.
Oh,
But
that extra pass was very
Anil,
beautiful.
I'm not being biased here, like even a bit. I think like if the Sam said, it won't be a big hassle for Pakistan Lions to score one or two goals. I think if they put their head straight into it and decide that we have to score now, they can come up with good goals.
They
a very
can come
dangerous
because they
attack
have
and good
the.
cross played and well defended. I mean, one thing that I must give to like the first semi-final we saw, Southall like that cross that JST tried to play. I mean, even if that landed to the player, the the physicality of the player, setup of the player was not right for this kind of cross. And this is a new play style that many teams like Andheri and South Hall have developed. Like cross the ball across and a
Great
good
ball.
cross played to GSD. And can he finish? He almost
Ah,
did.
he
He wants to be in
went
this
for the
space,
shot.
but yeah,
I
the
think JST
crosses.
might now be saying मैं करूं, but the Pakistani Lions players are ignoring him. They are saying कि तुम अपना मुंह बंद कर लो, तुम वो करो.
Cross into the box and but save
Oh man.
again. So yeah, this crossing. Oh, well tried by UK. The set pieces are
I think
differently good for
Rat
this.
football do need to
Great
get
press.
this thing into their tactics, that they do not have to move the keeper so forward.
JST.
They might get saved once or twice, but that cannot happen again and
Now
again.
Basho on the wing. Oh, and he's possessed. Where is again out of position, and UK might go direct this time. He's quite out of position, and I think the team decided against it. And now GST good flick and played it to Ibra.
Arnin, you must, acknowledge the good defensive shape of
Yeah,
Rat
they're
FC's.
defending very well. From since the start of the game, they're defending very well.
They're not
And
They're
committing,
now
and
one goal up, and
71% possession for Pakistani Lions, and that's mad. That's a mad stat. 71%
if
possession.
Rat Football come up with the victory, there's a quote of Jose Mourinho. He once said that they can keep the ball for the as long as they want. I will take the 3 points. That's